Hey there, hello there, Chef Cutter Dive, and welcome you to the final of the Rummys Corner 50 Greatest Fights series. 10 fight cards, 5 fights per, and of course, a lady spout per thing to make things good for women's boxing. So the women's boxing match ended up being third by dice roll. So you see the matchup here. We're in Philadelphia at Municipal Stadium. It's the Ali-Frazier rematch. They shall fight, and every fight except for Ortega and four, there's only 2 favorites. Everyone else is like close. But let's fight. First off, we have a battle of welterweights: Gaspar Ortega and Benny Pere. Mexico versus Cuba. Benny Pere, of course, unfortunately known as the boxer in 1962 who was beaten to death in a fight. Can't remember who the Pere fight was against. But anyway, it was on ABC. It actually killed boxing's momentum on TV. Anyway, Ortega and Pere are there. Amy Hayes, your announcer. Keith Garner, your referee. Alejandro Rochelle Martinez. Wally Snowball. That's a weird name for a judge. And Robert Watson are your judges. Lee McRae, your fight expert. Ortega from Mexico. El Indio from Mexicali by way of Tijuana. 5'10 and a half. 146 today. 131, 39, 6 all time. Benny Pere from Cuba, of course, was 25 when he died from Santa Clara, Cuba. He was Kid Pere, if you will. 5'7", 146. 35, 12, 3. He was the world welterweight champion until that stupid fight happened. Here we go. My fault is a telemarketer. Stupid telemarketers. Anyway, here we go. 12. Who won this fight? Click for a takeout. That might ruin his chances.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have your decision.
Well, let's see if that scorecards say it's going to be too close to call it. Parade might win. I wonder if that cut under the right eye is going to get the judges' attention. Let's see what Amy has to say. Roger Mapola says 115, 113, 4. Pare. So Benny Pare. Okay, whatever. Snowball South Africa says Ortega 115, 113. And Watson 114. Oh no, we have a draw. 114, 114. Watson calls it a tie. So it is a draw between Pare and Ortega. Well, the way I look at it is Pare couldn't throw the uppercuts. He could throw the hooks. The punching actually, 76%. Pare deserved it. I am so pissed off. I think Pare deserved it. I think Pare deserved to win. Pare deserved to win. So let's see. Because now we can actually show the scorecards. So everyone was even. Watson gave the second, third, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 12th rounds to Ortega. When I look at the cards, it was like Ortega came back. There were no knockdowns, so I think in a sense it was too close to call. It's funny how the Mexican judge didn't vote for the Mexican. He didn't vote for his own country. Man, to win the match. That was kind of weird, but whatever. All right, so a tie there. Next match is George Foreman, who's 0-3 in these things, facing the light heavyweight Michael Moore, who's 0-0-0, his first fight. Jake Gutierrez, your announcer. Gary Ritter, your referee. Bob Ludges, John Wright, and Malek Waleed, your judges. Shane McLeod, your ringside expert. So yeah, Foreman's been in 3 of these things. Big George from Houston, Texas. He went so badly to win. This thing, 6'3", 260 from 76-5. Lots of heavyweight belts under his belt. He, of course, down goes Frazier 3 times, all those times. He fought 3 straight weeks. He's been off for 2 weeks because, well, let's face it, he wasn't needed. So anyway, in Houston, he lost to Muhammad Ali by decision, and Ali is in this card. He got TKO'd by Joe Frazier in Montreal, and then he got TKO'd by Ron Lyle, which was a shocker. So after a few weeks off, maybe he'll be fresh. Michael Moore, the guy who lost to Mr. Consistency, if you will. The reason why Foreman won him the title in 94, Double M from Brooklyn, 6'2", 235 today, 52, 4-1. Heavyweight champion the world over. The first southpaw left-handed dominant boxer to win the world heavyweight belt, which is like weird. Anyway, 9 defenses of his WBO thing. He was a boxing trainer in his career ending. We'll see what Foreman does this time. You might be back for 4 more stances.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, two, three, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's the second knockdown. Can you finish it off? Both of them have a closed cover with their eyes. So let's see what happens here.
One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8.
I'm feeling Foreman's going to win this because he kept knocking out my own. Now the second
Ladies and gentlemen, we have your decision.
We have a decision. And that's the decision. Scorecards say, oh man, 119-7. Moore had nothing. Yeah, that wasn't even close. Man, Michael Moore didn't do anything. His punching accuracy was there, but when you get knocked down 3 times in one fight, I guess the rest period did work for Big George because it made him rest up a bit instead of fighting 3 straight weeks. Our third fight is the female fight, the light heavyweight fight between Iju Bununi and Cheryl Muhammad. Michael Passer, announcer. Tibor Roman, your referee. Manuel Rodriguez, Harold Leatherman, and Malvina Lathan, your judges, with Don Costa, ringside expert. Yeah, these two were picked because of the light heavyweights, because there was once a light heavyweight. Because the last match had a light heavyweight in it. So we were like, we might as well give them a chance. So anyway, from Nigeria, she actually made her home in Marietta, Georgia. 13-2, light heavyweight, super middleweight champion. And Cheryl Muhammad, Motor City Bad Girl from Detroit, 5'5", 185, 4-0 in her career.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8.
I think she's pretty much done.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Mom's got some ice on Rummys, but not on twice. Junior has done pretty well.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have your decision.
Well, let's see. Well, I'll say it's a tale of two rounds. Other than the knockdowns that Bruni suffered in rounds 4 and 5, she had dominated that fight. And yeah, she went by unanimous decision. So Igbunye won. Great win for her against Cheryl Muhammad. She got knocked down. She actually got knocked down 3 times, and yet she still won the match. I guess because Muhammad couldn't punch. I think it was just, kill or be killed. That's what he wants. Our 4th fight is Salvador Sanchez, the featherweight, against the junior lightweight, Asuma Nelson. Well, of course, the first fight, the Ortega-Pere match, was the number 41 match on the top 50 fights by the audience. 31 was Foreman versus Moore. 21 Sanchez versus Asuma. Ed Duran, your announcer. And Victor Calcone, Marty Dankin, and Uchida-san. Your judges, Dan Coco, your ringside expert. Salvador Sanchez from 59-82 died tragically at age 23. Boy. Chava, 5'7", 126. Boy, he was 44-1-1 when he died. Imagine how good he would have been if he didn't get in that accident. Asuma Nelson from Ghana, the professor from Akora, 5'5", 129. His biography, 39-6-2, super featherweight and featherweight champion. Let's see what happens. Sanchez. That's looking huge. Had some swelling from Asuma, but some of them got cut.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have here to
And that's it. TKO Asuma Nelson, despite his right eye really be swelling. That cut over the right eye is not going to help, and Sanchez loses to Nelson and the scorecards. If it wasn't for that cut, Sanchez had the fight won. Oh, that's one of the worst cases I've ever seen of someone dominating the fight and then they have a gushing cut. And guess what? The match is over. Not good. Yeah. Asuma had every right to feel nervous because Sanchez was out punching him, but that cut over his right eye. Oof. This was the number 11 fight by Rummys Corner. Holmes versus Norden, pair of heavyweights. Both these guys have not been in this tournament. So, anyway, Johnny Addy, your announcer. Jorge Alonso, Madaro Philopoulos, Hans Larson, and Larry Doggett. Doggett? Your judges, Max Davis, your ringside expert. So these two guys have yet to fight. In this universe, the Eastern Assassin from Eastern Pennsylvania, 6'3", 228 today, 69-6. Heavyweight champion, after the Boxing Hall of Fame. Ken Norton, the Black Hercules, is to come from San Diego. Personally, I thought he was from Philadelphia myself, but no, I guess not. 6'3", 220 for today's bout, 42-7-1. No major heavyweight though. He did knock down, I think Norton beat Ali, didn't he? These guys are really blasting each other. I think that's not seriously. These guys are really going head to head. This woman's right there for these companies.
The judges' votes are in, and here, ladies and gentlemen, is your winner.
This is a close fight. Holmes and Murray, 115, 114. I don't know. Me, I don't know. $116, $112 for Holmes, Philadelphia says. Okay. Doggett says Norden, 116, 113. Okay. So, and Larson says 117, 111 for Holmes, I bet. I saw those scorecards. I think it's Holmes. Yes, it is. Larry Holmes. Norden gave it his best decision, but it was a split decision for Larry Holmes. Well, it was a good fight. The punching accuracy, I think, was there. 49-23. The scorecards showed that, yeah, Holmes said that, Doggett said that in the middle, like in the fourth round. Didn't think Holmes had it in him, but I think Holmes just survived. Now we have ourselves a main event. A giant main event. We have Ali, who's 3-0, and Frazier, who's 1-1. They've met once last week. So anyway, not too good. Ray Connolly is your announcer. James Jenkin, your referee. Miguel Cuna, Isaac Shalabala, and Cecil Sando, your judges. Mark Samochi, your ringside expert. These guys and all that. So, yeah. So, here we go. Ali, 3-0. The greatest from Louisville, Kentucky. Went out in front of the Stumptown crowd last week. 6'3", 225 for this fight. 56-5. Heavyweight champion, one of the greatest of all time. History-wise, he's fought the last 2 weeks. Well, in Houston, he beat George Foreman. And then he TK'd Sonny Liston before winning a majority decision against Joe Frazier. Frazier 1-1 from Philadelphia, Smoking Joe. He's in his element, Philadelphia. 5'11", 224 today. 32-4-1. He beat George Foreman by TKO in Montreal before facing Louisville's own Muhammad Ali and losing by majority decision. He wants to not have that happen to him again. Will he break Ali's winning streak? Who knows? Well, looks like I lose the Frazier number.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have your decision.
Well, who won this fight? I think it was Frazier for making Ali swell up. Well, it could be Frazier. It was a tale of two fights, in a sense, 115, 114. Well, we'll see what the judges say. This is a very close one. Let's see what Ray Carley says. Miguel Cuna says 115, 114 for Ali. Good. That's one. Next two. Shalabala says 115, 113 for Frazier. Ooh, it's down to the third judge. Now we have a tie. Sondel says 116, 112. Oh, it might be for Frazier. It's got to be Frazier. No, it's not. It's Ali. I thought for sure Sondel would have gone with his fellow South African judge. So Ali by split decision. Terrible decision. Philadelphia is going to go nuts. Hey, if they snowballed Santa Claus, they're fucking going to do it to the referee. Ali is 4-0. Great job. His jabs and punches and all that. Well, the punching actually, 66%. He connected on 2 out of every 3 punches. Yeah, granted the hooks went to Frazier, but man, look at the combinations and the jabs. Ali, I think, deserved it. Now let's go to the scorecards. The official cards. Well, Ali, Sondel saw the first, second, third, 6th, 7th, 8th, 10th, 11th rounds. To him, Shalabala said Frazier won basically 4 from 3 to 7. So that's kind of the rounds that Frazier had. But I think Ali started out quickly, and that's what people thought. Well, anyway, that's it. So the right corner got all but Ortega and Sanchez. The 2 Mexicans lost. Well, Ortega tied Pere, but still, that was kind of a weird thing. Only 1 knockout, and that was Asuma over Salvador Sanchez. When Sanchez had the fight won, but because of his bleeding cut, it didn't work. So Asuma wins. So the next, we will do another Rummys Corner thing, but it will be the top 12 fighters by record. And I'm going to make and do like this match. I don't know where I'm going to have the tournament on Boxing Day, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. Nado.